So welcome back to our immersion series. And what we're gonna cover today is a sequence that I call the Wednesday sequence. So basically Wednesday, at least for me, is that sensation that you've done a lot of things in that week, but there's still a lot more to go. So Wednesday, I think it's important that moment that you really check in and kind of see where you are, and so that you can continue to move forward. So we're gonna talk about balance. All right, so we're gonna practice balance on our mat so that we can take the balance out into our lives. So basically, for you to balance, you have to have a focus, because if your mind is all over the place, it's very hard to find your balance. So why don't we see where we are today in our minds and practice getting this focus and getting this center so that we can move in a nice, balanced way throughout the rest of our weeks. Okay, of course, you can do this practice anytime you feel that you want to invite in a little bit more balance into your life. If you feel that maybe you're not making so much good decisions or you're having a hard time prioritizing things in your life, this is a very good practice for that. All right, so since it's a balancing pose, let's start standing up. So I'm gonna ask you to stand up to find the top of your mats. And one more time, we're gonna bring the mounds of the big toes together and the heels slightly apart. So it's almost like you're trying to achieve parallel lines for the outer edges of your feet. Rooting down towards the ground. Let's take a moment here to fully arrive on our mats. Very nice. So just notice which attitude you step on your mat today, and trying to let go of any expectations, of any judgments, and just really connecting simply for now to the sensations on the soles of your feet, rooting them down towards the ground and feeling the energy lifting, rising up from there. So activating your legs so that the energy can continue to rise, lifting up your pelvic floor slightly with no tension. The navel is slightly in and up as well, and the chest is nice and open. I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and take this moment to set your intention for this practice. Allow this intention to come from the heart. And so keep the mind out of the way. Allow it to come from the heart. And once you connect to what you would like to invite into your practices today, repeat it to yourself a few times. Get very familiar with your intention, really, so that you can own it. So take all the time you need. And whenever you're ready, I'm going to ask you to slightly open your eyes and find a gaze in the floor in front of you. We're going to start with some warm up. So we're going to inhale here, bringing the arms up towards the sky, gazing to the back of our thumbs. On the exhale, we're going to fold forward nice and slow all the way down towards the ground. You can bend your knees here if you have to. On the inhale, we're going to lift the chest, come up to flat back. On the exhale, root your hands down, step back, chaturanga, coming to 90-degree angle at your elbow. Inhale to upward facing dog, rotating the shoulders back and down, gazing up towards the sky. Exhale to downward facing dog, bringing the hips high up towards the sky. Now we're going to inhale, bring the right foot in between your hands, and we're going to keep the left heel off the mat, and we're going to come up. From here, we are going to twist in warrior two. So you're going to open the arms to the side and look over to your right hand behind you. So arms shoulder height. Strong back leg. Yes, on the inhale, coming back to warrior one. On the exhale, bringing the hands down towards the ground, stepping your foot back, chaturanga. Remember that knees, chest, chin is always available for you instead of chaturanga, and cobra is always available instead of upward facing dog. Exhale, coming to downward facing dog. Left side, left foot comes in between your hands, right heel remains off the mat, and we're gonna inhale to warrior one. Find any variation for your hands. You can bring the hands together, apart, fingers spread, whatever feels good for you. From here, we're gonna one more time open the arms shoulder height, look to that hand behind you. On the inhale, bring the arms back up. And on the exhale, walk your hands down. Lift that left foot, place it back, chaturanga, or variation with your knees down as well. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Hold here for 5 breaths. Plant the foot all the way down, rooting down through your toes. Weight, tilt of the pelvis slightly forward. Long spine. Very nice. Beautiful. So here, we always want to remember to keep the shoulders away from the ears. And the head nice and relaxed. Very nice. You can separate your feet a little bit more. A little bit more. Very nice. Keep the knees bent and continue always to work on this rotation of the pelvis. So you want to sit the sit bones up towards the sky. Very nice, guys. On the following inhale, I want you to look in between your hands. Step or jump gracefully in between your hands, landing with no noise. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, come all the way down. Strong foundation coming up. Inhale, gazing up to the back of your thumbs. Exhale, bring the hands by your side, Samastiti. One more round, exactly the same. Inhale, lift, firm feet, strong hands. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, root your hands down, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, strong legs, top of the feet pressing down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot in between your hands, coming up. Strong legs. Nice. Exhale, twisting warrior two. So Tobias, I need you to keep this leg straight. Yes, very nice. Gaze to the hand behind you. Now we're going to inhale back to warrior one. And we're going to exhale, bringing the hands down. Chaturanga, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga with knees down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Notice the breath. On the following inhale, bring the left foot forward, coming up. Strong back leg, rotating the hips to the front of the mat. Exhale, twisting warrior two. Gaze to the hand behind you. Inhale, back to warrior one. Exhale, hands down. Press through the shoulders, lift the left foot, no noise on the mat, beautiful. And coming down. Inhale, gaze up, strong legs. Exhale, downward facing dog. Couple more breaths here. Remember that anytime you run out of breath, you put your knees down and you find child's pose. We always want to keep the equanimous breath. It's believed that if you have an equanimous breath, you have an equanimous mind. And that's what we're looking for. So from here, you're going to look in between your hands, step or jump in between your hands and lift the chest. One inhale. On the exhale, we fold forward. On the inhale, we come all the way up. Keep the low ribs in the body. And exhale down with the hands by your side. We're going to go now to tree pose. So, if you can, you want to bring the right foot into your inner left thigh. If this is too much for you, option to bring the foot below the knee. If this is still not available for you, you can simply put your toes down on the ground to help you balance. So choose what's available for you today. And I want you to find a gaze in front of you. One little point that you can really focus your attention there to help you balance. You can keep your hands in the heart center, or you can start to work your arms up. You can either separate your hands, stretch the arms, open the shoulders. Beautiful. Nice, guys. Shoulders nice and relaxed. Beautiful. If you're feeling good, close your eyes and notice what happens with your balance. Exhale, bring the hands back to the center. Release the arms down, release the right leg. You can shake it off a little bit. And we're going to go straight to the left side. So now you already know what's your variation. So again, you want your left foot into your inner right thigh. Here is important that you can do it here or below the knee, but what we don't want is the foot on the knee, because that can put too much pressure. Your knee is not meant to go sideways. So avoid the knee area. So either below or above, okay? So finding your variation. And then again, playing with the hands. Notice how you feel. Where can you relax your shoulders more? Here feels good. Notice what happens when you bring your arms up. Whatever variation, you can bring the hands together. Look up towards your thumbs. Try to challenge your balance a little bit more, or you can even close your eyes. a few more breaths here. Nice. And you also want to work on opening the hip here. So you want the knee to come further out to the side as best as you can. Beautiful. And really rooting down towards that foot on the ground. And we're going to slowly start to release our pose, bringing our hands back down and bringing the left foot in line with the right foot. Our next balancing pose, we're going to bring the right leg over the left leg. And if you can, you're going to cross again with your foot. If the foot doesn't go all the way, you just stay here. It's fine. But if you can cross it twice, you cross it twice. The right leg came above, and now the right arm is going to go below the left arm. You're going to hold on to your thumb, and I want you to lift the arms. You're thinking about separating the shoulder blades behind your back. Separate the shoulder blades as best as you can and bringing the elbows up towards the sky. Nice. Squeeze the legs. And now we're going to exhale and start to get low, squeezing everything in, belly to thigh, thigh to thigh. Nice, guys. Stay little, stay little. Beautiful poses. On the inhale, coming back up. Nice and slow. And exhale, release the pose. Very nice. We're simply going to repeat it on the other side. So now we're going to bring the left leg over the right leg, crossing once or crossing twice. The left leg came above, the left arm comes below the right arm. Hold on to your right thumb. Inhale, bringing the elbows up towards the sky, separating the shoulder blades. Nice, a couple breaths here. And now we're gonna bring it all together. Squeeze, get low, bring belly to thigh, belly to thigh. Beautiful, Haley. Find that gaze, guys, to help you guys find the balance. Very nice. Squeeze the thighs. And then inhale, coming all the way up and gracefully releasing the pose. Beautiful. Shake it off. How does that feel? Nice. Now we're going to take a full vinyasa. We're going to inhale, bring the arms up. We're going to exhale, come all the way down. We're going to inhale, we're going to lift the chest. We're going to exhale, step or jump back through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. You're going to step the right foot forward and you're going to come up to a high lunge. So I want you to sink the hips down as best as you can, hips forward and down. Okay, everyone feeling good? Strong back leg, more strong back leg. Nice. Okay, balance. Right hand to the hip. Left hand in front of you. One step, inhale, hold on to your left toe. Boom, we're there. Nice. Now find the balance, release that left leg, hands to the hips. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, come to warrior three. You want to try to bring your whole body parallel to the ground. So you don't want the left hip coming up. You want to keep both hips pointing to the floor. And now we're going to exhale, gracefully take the hands all the way down and come up to a standing split. If you're feeling good here, bring the right hand behind your right leg. And also you can try to bring the left hand also behind that leg. Yes, Haley, there you go. Beautiful, nice. Keep this leg active, because if you don't keep this leg active, it's super heavy. So strong back leg makes it more light. From here, we're going to bring the right tip of the right fingers down and we're going to open the hips to the side and come up to half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. You want to gaze the hand in the sky. And now think about having a wall behind you that you want to bring your back and your hips towards this wall. You're going to come back to standing split, just a transition. And you're going to twist now. I want you to point the toes to the floor to square the hips down. And then you're going to lift the right arm up to the sky if you can. If this is too much, keep the hand on the hip. Nice. One more time. Transition through standing split. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bring the left leg down. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, rotate the shoulders back and down, open the heart. Exhale, bring the hips high to the sky. From here, we're going to repeat the same sequence on the left side. Stepping the left foot in between your hands. Inhale, coming up. Sinking the hips forward and down. Finding your balance here. Nice, everybody doing good? All right. So from here, I want you to bring the left hand to the hip and the right hand forward. You're gonna take one inhale and hold on to your big toe. Find the balance here. And from here, you're gonna release the big toe, bring both hands to the hips. Inhale, lifting the arms. Exhale to warrior three. Transitioning gracefully. The transitions to the pose are as important as the pose itself. Nice, point those toes. Nice, guys. On the exhale, rock the hands all the way down and come to a standing split. Play with any variations of your hands. One hand or both hands behind your legs, behind the left leg. And you want to bring your shin and your chin together. On the inhale, lift the chest. You can bring the top of the fingers down towards the ground of the left hand, and you're going to open out to the side. Right hand up towards the sky. Nice. So point the toes now to the side of the mat, to the side, so that you want to square the hips to the side. Take your time. This is very challenging, guys. Yes, there you go. You need rest, you take rest. Beautiful. Everyone falling. Exhale, come down, standing split. Inhale, open the chest, and now we twist. Remember, the balance is a reflection of the mind. How is your mind today? Come back to standing split. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, bring the feet together. We're gonna separate our feet hip width apart, and we're gonna bring the hands underneath our feet. You really want to work the toes towards the crest of the wrist, all the way up. You're getting a nice wrist stretch here. So you're pulling up on the hands as you're pressing down towards your feet. Now, we're gonna come slightly up and we're gonna gaze in the floor just in front of us. And we're gonna start to lift the heels. Play with it a little bit. Maybe lift one, maybe lift the other, and then see if you can come both heels off the floor. Have fun, enjoy. Yes, nice. Bring the heels back down. And now we're gonna take the hands off the floor. We're gonna inhale, come up with the hands and with the heels, all the way up. Whole body up. Lift, 4. Yes, 3. Nice, relax the shoulders. 2, stay, stay, stay. And 1, come all the way down with your hands and back with your heels, all the way down. 4, all the way down, folding. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Very nice. On the following inhale, we're gonna transition to seated. You can jump or you can step gracefully in between your hands and sitting down. All right. Now we're gonna balance on our bum and find boat pose. So we're gonna inhale, lift the legs. Nice, now we're gonna balance coming up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, hold. 4, 3, strong legs. 2, you can also bend your knees and hold behind here if it's too intense for you. And 1, nice, gracefully coming all the way down. 4, 3, 2, 1, beautiful, guys. Now I want you to bring the heels to touch, the tip of the fingers touching your heels. So planting your feet down. Nice, keeping it hip width apart. Beautiful, let's take a few rounds of breath here. Without any judgment, just checking in. How is your balance today? Don't get upset if you fell. Don't think you're awesome because you didn't fall. It's simply observe without any judgments, okay? All right, I think we're good to continue. So make sure your breath is equal again, same length inhales and exhales. And now we're gonna bring the hips up. Inhale, press the feet down and bring the hips high up towards the sky. You can walk your shoulders in and interlace your fingers behind the back. Now you can walk your left foot slightly in, not too much. And we're gonna lift the right heel and then take off, bring the leg all the way up. So we're balancing here on the left foot. Keep that left leg super strong so that you continue to push the hips up towards the sky. Nice, Haley. 4, nice, point the toe, energize. 3, breathing. 2, and 1, bring the leg down. Nice. Now we're gonna walk, bring the both feet down towards the ground, same place as we started. So Tobias, bring your both feet down towards the ground, just like we did before. And now we're gonna walk the right foot slightly in. We're gonna repeat it with the left foot. So inhale, and stretch all the way up. Strong right leg, balancing on the right foot. Nice, active left leg, beautiful, Haley. Notice what happens to your breath when you're trying to balance. Sometimes we tend to hold the breath. Make sure you continue to breathe nice and easy. Long inhales and exhales. Just a couple more breaths. And coming all the way down. Beautiful. Bringing the hips down, separating the hands. And you can simply hug your knees in. Nice. Okay, let's start to rock forward and back, until we rock back all the way up to seated. I want you to cross your legs any way that's comfortable for you. If the lotus is available for you, feel free to do a lotus. But please, no forcing into lotus. If it's there, use it. Otherwise, you're simply gonna cross your legs. You can bring one foot in front of the other. Totally fine. I want you to connect index and thumbs of both hands and bring the back of your hands into the front of your knees. The other 3 fingers remain together and pointing down towards the ground. Your arms are active and they are as straight as they can. So we're not kind of relaxing here. It's strong and active. But there's no tension. You're only activating what you really need. You're gonna tuck in your chin slightly. So again, you're not collapsing down. You're bringing the chest up and the chin towards the chest. You're bringing the navel in and up and lifting the pelvic floor slightly. Arms straight, deep breaths. Deep conscious breath, breathing up into the ribs, expanding the ribs to the sides, to the fronts, and to the back. And on the exhale, closing it down, bringing the energy down. So energy coming up from the roots to the crown as you inhale. Energy coming down from the crown of the head down to the root as you exhale. A few more rounds. Nice. You can notice here that Haley has a straight back. So sometimes you'll see people rounding the back, and sometimes you can see people arching the back. Okay, so we don't want any of the both. We want exactly the center where the spine is completely straight. So maybe play with it a little bit so that you can understand in your body where is the straight. If it's very hard for you to find this straight spine sitting on the floor, just sit up. It's really helpful if you just get a couple cushions or you sit in something high to give you some more height, and then it's easier to find the tilt of the pelvis to get the spine straight. All right. A couple more rounds. And slowly opening the eyes and releasing the pose. I want to cover now a round of a balancing breath. So we're gonna balance the right side and the left side of our bodies. So the right is the more masculine side, more active side, and the yin side, the left side, the feminine side. So we're gonna do a breath, a very simple breath. You can use it at any time. You can use it in the morning, before you go to bed, before a meeting. I don't recommend it while you're driving though, because you really want to be with your eyes open. But whenever you're sitting down and you have some time, this breath is always available. So it basically consists, we're gonna do a 1-1 ratio. That means that we're gonna be inhaling and exhaling the same amount of time. with the same length, same qualities, everything the same. We're gonna inhale through one nostril, and we're gonna switch and exhale through the other nostril. And then we're gonna go back the same way. I'm gonna guide it through the whole process, and we're just gonna do a few rounds, just a couple minutes, all right? So I want you to close your eyes and take a deep breath. Now you're gonna inhale in both nostrils. You're gonna block the right nostril with your thumb. You can bring the index and the middle finger to your forehead or even inside your palm of the hand. I like to bring it to my third eye here. So we're gonna again inhale both nostrils. Exhale, close the right and exhale through the left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the left, same nostril. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close it with the ring finger and exhale through the right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close right. Exhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close left. Exhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. Exhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, same nostril. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. Exhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. One more round. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close right. Exhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hand down. Keep your eyes shut and notice the results of this breath exercise. Keep the presence inside the body. And again, without any judgment, simply observe how you feel. Noticing the effects of your practice, noticing the effects of your breath. All right. Why don't we slowly start to open our eyes? And I hope you were able to see how it is important for us to keep a focus so that we can keep our balance. And reality is, the balance is a reflection of the mind, as I said. And this is a very good sequence to help you practice this focus and this balance on your mat so that you can take it into your lives. So I hope you enjoyed this sequence. As I said, it's available for you at any time, whenever you want to invite a little bit more balance into your life. And from here, you can either go to our next episode or you can simply lay onto your back, enjoy the buzz of this breath exercise because it's supposed to feel super nice. And enjoy a shavasana. Take a shavasana if you have the time, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Sometimes I just go on my mat and I do half an hour shavasana. It's just laying down and connecting to the sensations of the floor underneath you and just allowing the body to melt down. And this is, for me, this is where the magic happens. You've done the best you could, you've done the practice, and now it's simply lay down and let the yoga do its part. Just open up so that you can receive all the blessings from your practice, all the blessings from the universe. All right? So I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.